This is Veerashankara. Today I'm going to talk about what is a qualifier annotation in the Spring or Spring Boot applications. For example, I have an interface which has multiple implementations. So those are basically the service layers. Assume that I have a base service where I have two different implementations. Assume that one is the user service implementation and the customer service implementation. So those both implementations are implemented with the base service interface. So now, when you're trying to auto wire in your controller or any other business layer, so basically it doesn't identify which particular implementation has to get. So this kind of a cases, we have to use the qualifier annotations to define which particular implementation we have to use in the controller or any other business layer. So let me show you the demo so that you understand better. So now I have a interface. So that's the customer service interface. I have two implementations. One is the customer service implementation. You can see the annotation is @service. And I have another implementation. So that's the user service implementation, which again implements the customer service. And this also the service implementation. So now, if you go back to the controller, in the controller, I'm just trying to do the constructor auto wire. So what I'll do is, so I'm just going to comment out this particular constructor injection and just auto wire the customer service. So now let's try to run this application and see what happens. So when this particular customer service has multiple implementations. So I'm trying to run this application. So let's monitor the console to see what is happening here now. So now, if you see this particular application is failed to run, it says that basically it required a single bin, but there are two bins identified. One is the customer service IMPL and the user service IMPL. So the compiler basically it is not able to understand so which particular bin has to load. So now what is that we need to do is, so we have to use the qualifier annotations for the service implementations, and wherever we are auto wiring, we have to specify that particular qualifier. So I'm going to write @qualifier and the name of the qualifier. So just in the double quotes. So what I will do is I will specify the user service IMPL is one of the qualifier, and for the customer service, I'm going to write @qualifier. So customer service IMPL. Now in our controller, we have to specify which particular qualifier we have to make use of. So I'm going to write again @qualifier and the name of the qualifier. So that is the customer service IMPL. So just write this in our qualifier annotation. So now I'm going to run this application. Hopefully it should work, and it should get the customer service implementation component while running this application. So now we can see the application is started and it is running on port 9001, means it is able to get this particular component by using the qualifier annotation. That's all, guys. So thank you for watching the video. Please do subscribe.